Good morning and Jai Hind. In this video, we are going to learn about the method of providing or allocating depreciation. In our syllabus, we are going to study two methods, a straight line method and written down value method. So let us study them one by one. A straight line method. This method is also known as original cost method or equal installment method or fixed installment method. This is the most simplest and easiest way to find out the depreciation, and the formula for calculating the yearly depreciation would be the original cost of the asset minus estimated scrap value upon estimated life of the asset. Here the example is given over here where the original cost of the asset is 1 lakh and its scrap value is 15,000 and the estimated life is 10 years. Then we can easily calculate the depreciation by straight line method, like we have to subtract 15,000 from 1 lakh and the result would be divided by 10. We get 8,500 rupees every year. This would be the depreciation applied over the asset year by year. Let us see the merits of straight line method. Simplicity. This I have told you that this method is the most simplest one. In this, we can easily calculate the depreciation. Next is equality of depreciation burden. As we have divided the value by the estimated life, that means we are distributing the depreciation each year equally. As we have seen in the previous example that 8,500 every year of the asset shows that this much amount, that means 8,500 amount, has been reduced every year equally. Next is asset can be completely written off. Written off means the net scrap value would become 0. As we are going to reduce the value of an asset year by year with equal installments, so at the end of the estimated life, the value of that asset would become 0. That means it would be completely written off. Next is knowledge of original cost and up-to-date depreciation. As we are going to write this depreciation in our balance sheet, so looking at that, we can instantly find out the current situation or updated depreciation or updated value of an asset instantly. Let us see the demerits of written down of a straight line method. The first is difficulty in computation. If there are only one machine, if there is only one machine, then it would become very simple. But if there are different number of machines with a different lifespan, then it becomes really difficult to compute the value of depreciation. Next demerit is unequal charge against income. As the time goes on, the depreciation per year remains the same, but at the towards the end of the life of an asset, the repair and maintenance charges increases, but at the initial years it would be less, or they may doesn't appear in our balance sheet. So there would be an unequal charge against the income for the whole lifespan of an asset. Next is undue pressure in the later years. Because of the more depreciation, because of the more expenses or maintenance charges or repair charges has to be charged at the later years of the life of the depreciation. That's why there was a undue pressure in the later years. Has and next is omission of interest factor. uh, in business we used to consider that by purchasing an asset we have locked our money in that asset, and because of that it doesn't earn interest. So this is also considered as one of the demerit of depreciation because of the purchase of an asset. Next is unrealistic to write off the value of asset to zero. In books, we usually write off the asset. That means we reduce the value of an asset to the zero, but actually it doesn't happen. Whenever we are going to sell our old asset in the market, there would be some scrap value which a company is going to get at the end of the lifespan of that asset. Next is difficulty in the determination of scrap value. And obviously, how can you estimate the correct value of the scrap value at the beginning, or we may say at the time of the purchase of that asset? So it becomes difficult and completely impractical to calculate or determine the scrap value. With this, I am going to end my video. Thank you.